Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. On behalf of the university, I would like to extend our warmest welcome to our guest speaker, Mr. Barry Cheung.
Really a pleasure to have the opportunity to come and speak to you. Now, I certainly feel I've come to the right place for today's topic. This is a topic that looks forward to the future. The future I'm talking about is 2030. Come to think of it, 2030 is not that far away, but far away enough for some of us not to show any concern or sense of urgency. If 2030 is not in your consciousness, 8.5 billion global consumers ought to be. The problems I have presented to you are global problems, requiring solutions on a global scale. They cannot be solved by any one country or any one organization, no matter how international in scale. As I see it, solving our global problems will take the cooperation of the Holy Trinity. That is to say, government, industry, and university. 2030 is not very far away. In the run-up to a new world of 8.5 billion people, the potential opportunities are enormous. Yet the pressure on our resources are ominous. As global citizens, we all have a duty to reduce our personal carbon footprint and do more with less. But for a challenge this big, government, industry, and university must come together in partnership. Think about it. Flourish or perish is a sobering choice. But when all that is said and done, we don't want Thomas Malthus to be proven right, do we? Thank you very much.
What's your idea of the role of university exactly in doing this problem? Should we focus on very applied, immediate things? Should we focus on or balance between that and a more basic approach?
Right.
In particular, how should we educate our next generation of students?
A university has to do a number of things. I think it has to conduct basic research and also has to be able to apply the results of that basic research. And I think university in a town like Hong Kong should play a very important role in thought leadership. And also the other thing I would encourage students in Hong Kong, particularly at the university like this one, is to develop a more international outlook. Is RUSAL 2 years ago, among other things, sponsor a student exchange program. And earlier this year, I saw a number of Russian students happily attending UST. But I understand not one single UST student has gone to Russia. But if you say, well, I actually spent 3 or 6 months in Russia, well, as an employer, that catches my attention. First of all, I said, why do you do that? Well, but it gives you an opportunity to explain, right? Oh, I'm adventurous, just say how great you are. So what I'm saying is that now you have an opportunity to spend some time at other people's expense in Russia. Why wouldn't you do it? So please apply.
These are RUSAL questions, okay? I remember a couple of days ago, I was reading an article about their strategy in China. They're looking for partners, but exactly what is their strategy where they say looking for partners? In what format are they talking about?
I think it's this. Clearly, China is going to be a very important market for RUSAL. If you look at RUSAL's production capacity, is primarily, most of it, and also including the new ones, are going to be concentrated in Siberia. And the closest smelting facility is about 500 kilometers from the Chinese border. So it's almost a perfect match. you have a product that consumes a large amount of electricity. And RUSAL has access to hydropower, very cheap, very clean, and the product is very close to China. So it makes sense in the long run for RUSAL to export a lot of this production to China. In fact, right now, companies that are involved in primary aluminum production are losing money in China because they have to deal with high electricity costs. So in the long run, in my view, this is not really a business for China. China is really a consumption market for aluminum and aluminum-related products, for construction, for aircraft manufacturing, for car productions. So China will benefit a great deal by importing primary aluminum and then apply this to various uses. Now, in terms of RUSAL's strategy in China, I think it's obviously developing. RUSAL doesn't just produce primary aluminum, it also produces value-added products. So, for example, RUSAL could sign up a long-term deal with a car manufacturer, like it has done with Toyota, to provide it with the aluminum it needs. My sense is the government policies will get more sensible over time and will refuse to continue to subsidize these loss-making facilities in China. I'm a big believer in Russia and China working together because they complement each other perfectly.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Yes. Yeah.